Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So a lot of times what I've seen teams doing, especially the inside sales or the sales enablement teams who take in requests from the sales team whenever they have requests like they want to schedule an internal demo, if they want to request for a specific deck, any documents, creating a new white papers. All of this is tracked either on a third party tool or it's done on Excel sheets or it's just via emails wherein the sales team will request for a certain document or a certain white paper to be created, and then all of that is captured in the email, and once that's done it stays in the email and it's lost. But ideally what we'd also want is to have a track of all of that so that at any given point of time we know how many of these requests were closed, how many are still open, and other analytics around like that. And to do that, you do not need to, like, if you have a HubSpot plan, you do not need to track it in a third party tool or maintain it on Excel sheets. You can easily do it over here on HubSpot. And that's what I'm going to show you in this particular video. So let's dive into it. To start off with, what we need over here is something to capture these details. So this would be a form. So that form would be filled by someone from the sales team whenever they want to make a request for anything which they want out of the inside sales of the sales enablement team. So to do that, we would need to create a form. But before that, to populate that form, we need a couple of properties which we need to create, which would go into the form. The first one over here being we need to know from whom is this request coming from. Okay, so from the sales team. So to do that, what I would do is I'll go to properties. I will click on type in ticket properties, and what I'll do is create new property, create manually, and requested by. So what I'll now do is enter this as a drop down select and I'll put in some values over here. So these would be the sales team members you have in your team. Okay. So I've done that. And on the rules, just ensure that this particular setting is checked, which says show property in forms and bots, because we are going to use this inside of forms. So let's click on create. And the other thing which we need to create is the type of request it is. So you type in request type, again a drop down select, and over here this can be a white paper, can be a deck which they are looking for. It can also be, let's put in documents for the time being. Okay, so again go to rules, just ensure that this is ticked and click on create. So we now have the two properties which we need for capturing all of these requests. So now what I'll go do is I'll go to the marketing app and click on forms. Over here, I'll click on create form, legacy form editor. And over here, what I need to select is the support kind of form, which says that add a support form to your website and automatically generate tickets. So click on support, click start. And over here, you need to link it to a particular inbox wherein you would be receiving this. And it's a very easy step. I would create a separate video if you want it. But yeah, just click on inbox, click on connect. Over here, we can get rid of the email part because this will create a contact under your contacts, and we do not want these internal requests to create any kind of contacts inside your main contacts because those are all of your leads. So I click on delete. It has ticket name, it has ticket description. Now I'll go to ticket properties. And over here, now if you see, these are the two properties which we created. So I'll just add these over here. Okay. So now we have the request type, who is it requested by, the name, and what's the description. Okay. I will now go to options, and over here, all of these you can just add in these notifications as well. So these are form notifications. So whenever this particular form is filled by any sales team member, whoever is added over here will get notified about it. This will ideally be your sales enablement team members who will get notified when there's a form fill. So that's that. And over here, what we can do is in the last setting over here is automatically create tickets. So I'll click on manage settings over here. And over here now, if you see, there's this form which we created. This is the form which we've created. And what I'll do is click on edit. As soon as I click on edit, it will give me these options. One is automatically assign conversations. So over here, if I check this out, it will allow me to select, because so my plan is only one seat. That's the reason why you see one. But if you have multiple members who are a part of HubSpot, it will give you the option to select multiple members who it can assign to. It will obviously assign it to just one member, but it will like it. We could give it a choice. We could give the algorithm a choice to select the number of users it can choose from. And over here, you also select the contact owner, but this doesn't matter to us because this is an internal request. So you can choose specific users and teams, and you can add the members who are going to your sales enablement team members who are going to handle these requests. So once that is done, what you need to do is in this options, click on edit ticket. Ticket on owner is okay. And over here, you just need to select internal support over here. And I'll tell you what it is in a while. But ticket pipeline, just click on internal support, and the rest would remain the same. If you want to set any priority, you could do that. But yeah, other than that, the rest would remain the same, and click on save. Now I'll and save over here as well. Now I'll tell you why we created that particular internal pipeline. So and how to do that as well. So to do that, you need to go click on objects, click on tickets, and over here, click on pipelines. So over here, this is the internal support which we created, and this is because a lot of teams use this ticketing features for handling client complaints or client queries as well. So we want to separate your client queries and the client side of things from your internal queries or internal support. So that's the reason why we create another pipeline over here called internal support, and over here you can just add in these various stages as per your use case. This is what I have added. You can add the stages as per your use case. So that's what it is, and that's why you need to select it over there under forms when we are creating this particular form. Okay. So we've set all of that up. I'll go to forms. I'll just click on internal ticket. Okay. And I'll click on update and publish. So once this is done, you can click on share link. And this is the link which you need to share with all of your sales team members. They can add it to their notes or anywhere they like. And every time they want to make a request, they can just click on this particular link and create a request. So now that I've copied it, let's try this out as well. So this is how typically your sales team member would go about creating a request. They'll put in the form over your request type. Say, for example, you want to request a white paper requested by own car. Ticket name is need white paper. And the description is client has requested for this content. Okay, done. I will now click on submit. It says thank you for submitting the form. Now, where do I track this? So if I go to HubSpot now and if I click on CRM, you will see this option called tickets. I click on tickets, and if you see, we have this ticket created which says need logistics white paper over here. And it has all of the bells and whistles like you see under contacts and deals as well. So you can exchange emails over here with with the salesperson who has requested this thing. You can add in notes over here. And you can also add in attachments also over here. So for example, once this white paper is created, you can click on add and from your computer and just add it over here. You can also add it to notes. And like you see, like we configured, it has come under internal support and the status is new. And the owner is Pankar, like we assigned it when we were configuring this form. Over here under tickets as well, you can see these are the two tickets. Now you can also segregate these tickets by going to advanced filters, clicking on pipeline and selecting pipeline is any of internal support. So we have just one internal support ticket. So that's why it shows that you can create a view of your external tickets and your internal tickets or your external pipeline and your external support and your internal support so that you are able to segregate between them. And yes, so that's how you do it. That's how you can set this simple process. saves you investments in terms of third party tools you might have invested in. It saves you from all of the confusion and tracking and the tracking issues you face when you track it over emails or over Google Sheets. So yeah, you can use HubSpot as a single source of truth for your internal requests as well. So that's how you do it. Hope you found this useful. Thank you.